welcome back to today's video. I felt that I need to make an intro because this makeup look kind of calls for one, I think. So here I am. For today's video, I decided I went country. Ooh, no. For today's video, I decided to try and do a spring makeup tutorial. I adore spring. I've mentioned many times before, it is my favorite season of all. So when it rolls around the corner, I usually try to go for it in the makeup department. I thought today would be no different. So this right here is a spring makeup look, although I was gonna say you can wear this whenever you want, but let's get real, I don't think anyone's gonna wear this. So no, this is not 100% practical, but I really hope it's enjoyable for you to watch. The main idea for this was like spring queen. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just made it one. So if you would like to learn how to do this so you can have it one day, then just keep watching. For today's makeup look, I'm going to begin with a face. So I'm applying a hydrating, luminizing primer, and I'm just going to put this all over the face and then move on to foundation. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and then apparently I can't catch anything to save my soul. Now I'm just going to blend that into my skin with a Real Technique sponge and then apply some concealer, because concealer can fix, I think, any makeup disaster. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and on top of my eyelids, and then just, again, blend that out with the sponge. And then, of course, I will go in and set it. Today I decided to use a translucent powder to set everything in place. And apparently I have a problem with everything, my sponge, my powder, the whole 9 yards, so I was just shaking it to death. Now I am going to move on to setting the rest of my face, because I kind of felt that it was only wise to do that, because all my bronzer and blush I feel just doesn't go on as smooth when I don't set my whole entire face. Now I'm going into this Morphe blush palette. This is their 9B palette, and I'm going in with that pink blush, and I decided to use these for eyeshadow. That's something you can totally do. Use your face makeup for your eye makeup. It works great. So I'm just going to blend this in my crease, and this is where I begin to start flicking it out past my outer corner. And then I went in with another blush shade in the palette. It's a gorgeous like orchid fuchsia shade, and I just start to blend that right over the first pink, just flicking it out and making sure I focus heavily in the crease. I would say that I wanted this to be more blended, this whole look. I wish it would have been a lot more blended, but I'm not even joking when I tell you I spent 3.5–4 hours on this whole video. So at this point, I was just kind of, done. Now I'm going to go in the Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, and that bright fuchsia that you saw, and I'm just going to blend that right over the other shades. It's kind of like a ombre deepening effect. I don't know if that's a thing, but Now I just keep going back and I'm blending, and then I'm going in with a purple eyeshadow and blending this right over top. These colors together just are amazing. I love pink and purple. It's so pretty. Okay, moving on. Now I'm going to just go back in and just continually blend a ton. In the long run, it didn't help me too much because I wish it would have been more blended. But the idea was there, okay? Now I'm going to go into a concealer palette and just clean up those edges so that it's a sharp swing, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just cleaning up that eyeshadow with concealer, and of course going to blend it. Now I'm going in with this Maybelline Eye Chrome. I wouldn't recommend this because I had some serious blending issues down the road. Just go in with any basic cream eyeshadow. But anyway, I'm carving out my crease with this. It did do a great job for the color pigment and everything. It's just the blending was a little tough. Now I'm going in with this Marc Jacobs blue eyeliner and putting it in my waterline, and then going to set it with that amazing blue eyeshadow in the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I'm just setting that eyeliner in place, and it's so pretty. Now I'm going to bronze my skin with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Just going to add some bronzer, and then I am going to apply a blush. I believe the blush was from either MAC or Essence, so I'm just going to apply that lightly, not too much going on there. And then I am going to move back into my lower lash line. I'm using a blue eyeshadow from that Take Me to Brazil palette and just smoking out my lower lash line. This was just, I used 3 different blues in the palette because they were all there. So I just begin with the light, and then I add a little bit of medium, and then slight bit of darkness. You can tell a little bit that I have already started to just begin to bring that out to where the purple is. So I just kind of create the same eye shape that I have going on with the purple eyeshadow, and then the space in between the 2 colors I just fill in with a white eyeliner. This kind of, I feel, made it for me. It made the look. So I just did that, and then I decided to move to the brows because they needed some help. So I'm just going to fill them in like I normally would. And I did apply a little bit of mascara off camera, and then I did apply false eyelashes because I really felt that this needed it. Now I'm just going to pop those on like I've mentioned. And then I didn't apply mascara to my lower lash line, so I'm just going to do that with a very cute face, I might add. I mean, wow. Now I'm going to apply a Milani lip color and then apply a Stila lip gloss right over top. And that is the end of this look. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next one.